you have to factorize x to the power of 6 minus 7x cubed minus 8. What you must notice here is x to the power of 6 is nothing but the square of a cube. It is a square of x cube, right? Now, once you notice this, now we can put x cube is equal to y. Why did we put x cube is equal to y? So that this becomes a trinomial. So if you put x cube is equal to y, this becomes y square minus 7y minus 8. Now this is a trinomial. We can factorize this by factorizing the middle term of this. Okay. So if you see here, you have a y square, and by middle term, how will you break up minus 7 such that the how will you break up 8 such that the sum of the factors is minus 7? It has to be minus 8y and plus y. So this is from the first two, you can take out y, and from the last two, you can take out 1. Okay. So you get y minus 8 into y plus 1. Okay. Now, once we have factorized in terms of y, what is the value of y that we have put? We have put y is equal to x cube. So put back the value of y, x cube minus 8 into x cube plus 1. So now what you see here is that x cube minus 8 can be written as x cube minus 2 cube, and x cube plus 1 can be written as x cube plus 1 cube. See, we have already got two factors here, right? But you see that this factor can be further factorized into factors, and this also can be further factorized into two factors. That is why we have written x cube minus 2 cube and x cube plus 1 cube. Every time it's not possible, okay, but in some cases it will be possible. After you obtain two factors, it will be possible to factorize further. So here, this is x cube minus 2 cube. This is a cube minus b cube formula. So this is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. This is only for x cube minus 2 cube. And what about x cube plus 1 cube? It is a plus b, that is x plus 1 into a square plus ab plus b square. Okay. So we are getting, if you simplify, you get x minus 2, and here you get x square plus 2x plus 4. Here you get x plus 1, and here you get x square plus x plus 1, which is equal to x minus 2. Now you convert the curly brackets to normal brackets. X square plus 2x plus 4 into x plus 1 into x square plus x plus 1. And that is all. You cannot split this into further factors. If you see, you cannot split this into two factors. You will not be able to split this into two factors. So you leave it here only. Okay, so you leave it here. Four factors we have obtained: this, 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 and this. So these are the four factors of the expression. Okay. Any confusion, any doubts, or any other problem from factorization which you need me to explain? No problem from factorization? Fine. Then moving on to simultaneous equations. Simultaneous linear equation. Now, simultaneous means what in English? Simultaneous means together. Linear means straight or one. Okay. So see, linear equations means that equations in which the power of the variable is 1. So if I give you this equation, 2x minus 3 is equal to 5, you'll be able to solve this equation, right? This is a linear equation. This is a linear equation. Why? Because you see that the power of x here is 1. That is why it is called a linear equation. Not only that, but it is also called a linear equation in x. Okay. Now suppose if I give you this kind of an equation, this equation if I give you, this is also a linear equation. Why is it called a linear equation? Because if you see the power of the variables here are 1. Both the power of the variable here are 1. So linear equation, this is called linear equation in x and y. Okay. But you will not be able to solve this equation. Why will you not be able to solve this equation? Because there are two unknowns, x and y. So in such a case, when you have two unknowns, two sets of equation must be given to you. For example, this way. Suppose this 2x plus 3y is equal to 23. 5x minus 8y is equal to 20. This is a simultaneous linear equation. Why simultaneous? Because two equations are given to you. That is why simultaneous. Linear. Why linear? Because the power of the variables here are all 1. Equation. Clear? So these are called simultaneous linear equations. Okay. Simultaneous because there is more than one equation, and linear because the power of the variables is 1. And if I give you only a single simultaneous equation, a single equation here in x and y, you will not be able to solve. But if I give you two equations or maybe three equations also, okay, but at least two. So if I give you two equations in x and y, then you will be able to solve for x and y. Okay, so we learn the ways of solving or simultaneous equation. Now, what are the ways of solving simultaneous equations? Let's see. Or let's say methods of solving simultaneous equations. Methods of solving simultaneous equations. What is the first method of solving? The first method is called the substitution method. Okay, we'll see this method. This is the first method that I'll be teaching you. Next is called the elimination method. And the third method is called the cross multiplication method. The three methods I'll be teaching you of how to solve simultaneous equation. We start with the first method, which is the substitution method. Okay, let us see. Question here is solve 2x plus 3y is equal to 23 and 5x minus 20 is equal to 8y. You need to solve these two this simultaneous equation, okay, in x and y. Now your first step will be to take the x and y's together on one side and take the constant term on the other side, that is on the right hand side. So if you see here, x and y I have on one side, right? It is already given, x and y on one side, and here the number is there on the right hand side. So this is okay, I don't need to do anything with this. But here if you see, x is here and y is here. So what I do is I take this 8y here. So I rewrite the equations. So we have, write the first equation, 2x plus 3y is equal to 23. And for the second one, when I'm taking 8y here and I take 20 on the other side, I will have 5x minus 8y is equal to 20, right? So now both the equations I have such that x and y is on this side and x and y is on this side. I call this number 1 and I call this equation number 2. Okay. Now we need to choose one of the equations from which we will find y in terms of x. Okay. I need to choose from these two equations. One equation I need to choose. What is the equation that I will choose? I will choose the equation which has lower coefficients. See, the coefficient of the first equation here I have 2 and a 3. Here, what are the coefficients? 5 and 8. So obviously this equation, the first equation, has lower coefficients, right? So we'll choose that equation. So from 1, 2x plus 3y is equal to 23. From here, I will find out y in terms of x. So what I'll do here is I'll take x on this side. So 3y is equal to 23 minus 2x. I've taken x on the other side. I've kept y on one side, x on the other side. That means y here is 23 minus 2x divided by 3. So what you see is that I have found y here in terms of this x. Okay. Now, once I have found y in terms of x, so from which equation have I found? I have found this from equation number 1. I have found y in terms of x from equation number 1. I am getting this from which equation? I'm getting this from equation number 1. Once I get the value of y in terms of x from 1, I will put this value in the other equation. That is, I will put it in 2. So putting y is equal to 23 minus 2x divided by 3 in 2. We get 5x minus 8. You have a y here. So what I'll do is, instead of y, I'll substitute the value of y which I have got here. I've got 23 minus 2x divided by 3 is equal to 20. Okay. Now this is what? Now this is a linear equation in x which you can solve very easily. So this is 5x minus 8 times 23 minus 2x divided by 3 is equal to 20. Now you take the LCM. LCM is 3. So this you get 3 into 5x is 15x minus 8 times 23 minus 2x is equal to 20. Okay. So this you get 15x minus 23 into 8 is 184. And this minus combines with this minus to give you a plus, to give you 8 into 2x, which is 16x divided by 3 is equal to 20. So that means 15 plus 16, 15x plus 16x is 31x minus 184 divided by 3 is equal to 20. Cross multiply, you get 31x minus 184 is equal to 20 into 3. That means 31x minus 184 is equal to 60. That means 31x is equal to 184 plus 60. That means 31x is equal to 184 plus 60 is 244. That means x is 244 divided by 31. Okay. So this is the value of x. Fine. You can convert this to a mixed fraction also, which I have done in the notes. Okay. But this is the value of x that you can keep it as a fraction also, because in order to find out y, we will work with fraction only. So once we have found out the value of x, we want to find out the value of y now. So how will I find out the value of y? I will find out the value of y by either putting the value of x in this equation or in this equation. Now again, the question is, which equation should I choose? In fact, you can choose any two, but so that your calculation is minimum, try to choose an equation which has lower coefficients. If you see lower coefficient, the equation is So the first one, because it has coefficients 2 and 3. So you choose the equation with lower coefficients. So again, from 1, equation was 2x plus 3y is equal to 23. This was the equation. You put it twice. Put the value here. 244 by 31 plus 3y is equal to 23. Okay, I've put the value of x. Now this is again becomes a linear equation which we can solve. So this is 488 divided by 31 plus 3y is equal to 23. Okay, you can take the LCM here. 31, 488 plus 93y is equal to 23. Cross multiply. 488 plus 93y is equal to 31 into 23. That means 488 plus 93y is equal to, if you multiply this, you will get 713. Okay, so that means 93y is equal to 713 minus 488. That means 93y is equal to 713 minus 488 is 225. That means y you get as 225 divided by 93. Again, you can convert it to a mixed fraction, no problem. But you have got the value of y and you have got the value of x here also. So what is the solution? Hence, the solutions are x is equal to, what is the value of x that we have got? 244 by 31. 244 by 31 and y is equal to 225 by 93. Clear? Or any question you have on any step here? No question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
We proceed to the next example from the same substitution method. The question here is, let's say the example number 2. There's no question, this is an example. Solve 3x minus y is equal to 5. 4x minus 3y is equal to minus 1. Okay, now you see in this, x and y are already on one side, right? X and y are both on the left hand side. So you don't have to do anything. You simply call this equation as equation number 1 and this equation as equation number 2. Now, first step is to choose any one of the equations from which you want to find out the value of y in terms of x. So which equation should I choose? I see that the first equation again here has lower coefficient, 3 and 1, right? Has lower coefficient, so I choose 1. You can choose 2 also. So from 1, 3x minus y is equal to 5. That means I can write this as 3x minus 5, that is 5 I take this side and y I take this side. 3x minus 5 is equal to y. That means I get y is equal to 3x minus 5. So I've got y in terms of x, right? This value of y I will put in the second equation because I chose the first equation in the beginning. Now I'll put this value of y in the second equation. So putting y is equal to, now I think there's a second part to this question also. Yes, the second part is of this question was hence find p, where p is equal to y is equal to px minus 3. Y is equal to px minus 3. Okay, this. So putting y is equal to 3x minus 5 in 2, we get, so from the second one, putting in the second one, second equation was 4x minus 3. Now y is here, right? Now instead of y, we put the value of y. What is the value of y? 3x minus 5. Okay, is equal to minus 1. Now this again becomes the linear equation. So you get 4x minus 9x plus 15 is equal to minus 1. That means you get 4x minus 9x is minus 5x is equal to minus 1 minus 15. That means minus 5x is equal to minus 16. That means x is minus 16 by minus 5, which is 16 by 5. Okay, so you have got the value of x. How to get the value of y? Put the value of x in either of the two equations, either this equation or this equation. So again, which one should I choose? I choose 1 because 1 has lower coefficients. So putting x is equal to 16 by 5 in 1, we get 1 is 3x minus y is equal to 5. So 3 into x. X here was 16 by 5. Okay. Minus y is equal to 5. This was equation number 1. That means now we get 48 by 5 minus y is equal to 5. That means now what you do, you take y on this side, you bring 5 on this side. So you get 48 by 5 minus 5 is equal to y. That means y must be equal to 48 by 5 minus 5. That means y is equal to, you take the LCM, 48 minus 25 divided by 5. That means this is 23 by 5. Hence, the solutions are x is equal to 16 by 5 and y is equal to 23 by 5. Okay. Now there's a second part to this question. Not only you have to solve these two equations, but you would also have to find out the value of p. Y is equal to px minus 3. Now once we have got the value of x and y, we can put it here. So here y is equal to px minus 3, right? How will you find out the value of p? You put the value of x and y. Y here is 23 by 5 and x here is 16 by 5 minus 3. Now this is again a linear equation. In p, you can solve simple equation. This is 23 by 5 is equal to 16p by 5 minus 3. Now you take 3 on this side. On the other side, you get 23 by 5 plus 3 is equal to 16p by 5. That means 16p by 5 is equal to 23 by 5 plus 3. That means 16p by 5 is equal to, take the LCM, 23 plus 15. Use 16p by 5 is equal to 38 divided by 5. That means 5 and 5 will cancel from the denominator. You get p is equal to 38 divided by 16, which is, you can cancel with 9. So the value of p is 19 divided by 8. Okay. Any question on any step till now? No question?
No, sir.
Now see the next method that we start, substitution method, one method is over. Now let's see the next method of solution, which is the elimination method. How to solve two simultaneous equations by elimination method. Okay. Elimination method. So here, let us say two equations are given to you. Solve 2x plus x minus y divided by 6 is equal to 2. and you have x minus 2x plus y divided by 3 is equal to 1. These two equations. Now, first thing what you will do is just the same as substitution method, that you will take x's on one side and the number on the other side. So what you do here is you take LCM first. For the first equation, LCM is 6. So you get 12x plus x minus y is equal to 2. And for the second equation, if you take the LCM on the left hand side, you get 3x minus 2x plus y. See, there's a minus sign here, and because this is an entire fraction, that is why I've kept 2x plus y within brackets. Okay, be careful with these signs. If you don't introduce the brackets, you will make mistake with the sign. So this is next. You have 13x minus y divided by 6 is equal to 2. And here you have 3x minus 2x minus y divided by 3 is equal to 1. Next you have, you cross multiply for the first equation, you get 13x minus y is equal to 12. And here you get 3x minus x, which is x minus y, and cross multiply you get 3. So now you have x and y on one side and you have the numbers on the other side. Now you call this 1 and you call this 2. Okay. Now what you see here, there's the stage comes where you observe these two equations. What you see here is that the coefficient of y here is -1, right? And the coefficient of y here is also -1. That means the coefficient of y is the same in both the equations. Now, therefore, in order to remove y, if I subtract the two equations, y will get cancelled. See how. If I take these two equations, 13x minus y is equal to 12, and x minus y is equal to 3. See, because these two signs are the same, even if it was a plus sign, we would have still done the same. Because these two signs are same, either both minus or both plus, we will subtract. Okay. So how do you subtract two expressions? You change the sign of the second one. So this plus and this should be minus. So 13x minus x is equal to 12 minus 3. Right. So this gives you 12x is equal to 12 minus 9. 3 is 9. That means x is 9 by 12, which is, now if you cancel with 3, you get 3 by 4. So you've got the value of x as 3 by 4. Now how do you get the value of y? You put the value of x in any one of the equations. You either put it in this or you put it in this. But preferably, which one should we take? We take the one with the lower coefficients, 2. So we put the value of x in 2. So putting x is equal to 3 by 4 into, we get 3 by 4 minus y is equal to 3. That means now if you take y on this side and 3 on this side, you get 3 by 4 minus 3 is equal to y. That means y is 3 by 4 minus 3. Take the LCM, 3 minus 12, which is minus 9 by 4. So what are the solutions? Hence, the solutions are x is equal to 3 by 4 and y is equal to minus 9 by 4. Okay. So this is what your required solution is by elimination method. Okay. So I'll stop here.